Rapidmon X-Antibody versus Emperor Greymon, or Red Hybrid, more commonly known. Finally getting into some videos with Rapid. I do have one more with Magna that I did with Machindra. That was a very long video. If you play Machindramon, or play against someone that plays Machindramon, kind of take a while because then they got to get their sources and tuck them in. Anyway, it was a really long video to edit. I am gonna post that one up. It was a good match overall. It is gonna be a little hard. Anyway, let's get into it. So we got the Rapidmon going here for 0, dropping that Terriermon searching. Able to pick up a Tamer with Henry Wong in its name and a dual colored green card. So there we got those two going right there. Going into that starter deck Rapidmon. This card is absolutely nuts. I love it. It's not as good as the Magnamon starter deck one, the blue and black one, but this one is right there with it because aside from being a blocker, it has Armor Purge, and then when it does block, it gives something minus 4,000, and then you can still block. So in this case right here, now that Greymon went from 8 to 4, but it was a good strategy to pop off the on deletion to be able to play a Tamer for free basically, and then drop another one. And now that Lapmon does have the alliance, or I'm sorry, gives the alliance to the Rapidmon. And this is why I don't run Fire Rockets in this build, just because Lapmon does it and it gets searched, and of course it's also a Digimon. So now using the alliance, when we did swing, give minus 4,000 security, we're able to activate Terriermon's Inherit. When you're attacking with the alliance, you can Digivolve into a dual color Digimon. Therefore, we go into the Rapidmon for 4, get reduced by 2, so we Digivolve for 2. Swing, since they give it the minus 4, the Omnimon does not swing, go over the Rapid X. Absolutely nuts. So I like that Terriermon with the alliance Inherit because it's a really nice little combo there. Does drop the Crimson Blaze. I was about to say Flare. It's a totally separate card. Crimson Blaze. And overall, it's just to get that Rapidmon so it doesn't get alliance because it's going to keep swinging. And there we go. Now we drop the Terriermon X for 3. Swing again with the X-Antibody. The Inherit gives him 1k, so he's at 12. And now we Digivolve back into the starter deck Rapidmon for 2 because of the Terriermon X-Antibody. If you Digivolve into a card with Rapidmon in its name, you get to reduce it by 1. Passing turn over. Oh, did Red Hybrid brick? Maybe. Dropping into Aldemon. Then it's a little difficult, I guess, because the Rapid X, if it were to move up to Flameon and then swing, now you're giving, something minus 4,000. So the whole thing with Rapidmon X-Antibody is all your opponent's Digimon that are suspended get minus 4,000 DP all turns. So when they attack, they get that minus 4,000 DP. So right there, that Rapidmon with this, and that's gonna get popped. So that Rapidmon, the old school, I think is BTA Rapidmon, Digivolve, and then for every time you have, suspend Digimon, and then give 3 minus 5k. So now that will trigger the other Rapidmon, and you give something minus 9,000 right there. Oh, it's dumb. It's beatable. I did a video on that. I actually probably prefer to go over this deck than the Magnamon one, because the Magnamon, you're just so dumb. It's just a dumb deck. That's protection. But the Rapidmon has a good... I like that all turns ability. It just sucks that it's not as good as the Magna X. Leading off with Rapidmon and then playing that double Typhoon. Picking up that Ace. Bottom decking the other 2 cards. See what Hybrid has here now. Do hatch into that Yokomon. I do still think it's one of the better eggs to use for the Red Hybrid, just because, you do have a lot of on deletion effects, and then you're kind of able to do the Yokomon first, and then for example if the Flamemon gets deleted, and then you're able to proc that one. So if you do draw a Tamer from the Yokomon, then you're able to play it. So here the Henry was dropped, and now the Red Hybrid does go into Burning Grave for a full 3, not 2, and it does swing It is at 8,000 with this when digivolving, and it does survive. Dropping the other Takuya, this one is, ideally this is the one that you want to have on the board, but you need 5 hybrid cards in the trash. That way you're able to warp into the Emperor Greymon. Using Terriermon's ability, once per turn during your main phase, you can play either a Lopmon or a Green Tamer and reduce it by 2, which is how the Willis was played for 1. Jesus, digivolve into the starter deck Rapidmon, and then reduce it with the Willis, so it costs 2. Swing over the Emperor, give it -4. Not that it really matters because it's at 6 anyway during their turn. And there you go, another Takuya was dropped, so now there's 3 Takuyas, but that Rapidmon board just looks nasty. You got double Typhoon, now you got an agility training, and you got Henry and Willis, and then the starter deck Rapidmon. How are they gonna come back from these? There's quite a few ways, let's see. Here we go, so now the whole thing with Red Hybrid, you're able to digivolve on top of Tamers. Digivolve for 2, digivolve for 1. At Aldo, you're able to digivolve for 1 if you have a Tamer in the source. So now swings over it. That Aldemon should be at 14, might be at 18 if I'm not mistaken. So even if it gets to -4, which it won't, that already triggered, it's gonna swing over it. Now you got the Terriermon digivolving to the Burning Gray. It's the first Burning Gray that we got. Digivolve if you have Hybrid or Tamer in its sources, you get to pop a Digimon with 4,000 DP or less, so that was good on clearing the board right there. The Terriermon does, dropping the new Giga Missile from the starter deck. Get to suspend a Digimon and then bottom deck a suspended Digimon, then a suspended Digimon doesn't unsuspend. So that's actually pretty nice. So now that Burning Greymon can't unsuspend and not take advantage of that Takuya inherit. And that Takuya inherit is after you check your opponent's security, you gain 2 memory. We use other Takuya digivolve 2 into the Burning Greymon, so now this Burning Greymon is, oh Jesus, it's at 8 from when digivolving, 2 more from Takuya, it's at 10, and then 3 and 3 is at 16,000. 16 plus 4 checks, nah, it's plus 3, but 4 in total because of the Takuya. And we're burning through. Nothing happens. Whoa. And now do get that Digivolution for 1 again onto that Aldemon. Digivolve in the back. So now Rapidmon is going to have to deal with potentially 3 bodies, and you got no more security. It does digivolve into the Burning Gray. It's a good call because now if it gets deleted, you can play out a Tamer, especially if you don't have any anymore. And you can play it from the trash as well, not just from its sources. And yep, go up for 4. Now we do the agility training. Well, we're at 4 memory, I should say, because of the Henry. There it is. So now here we digivolve for 1. Since it's over the X-Antibody. And now it's giving both Digimon -5k, so the Emperor Greymon should be at, what is this, 6? Now it can swing over it. Now the Rapidmon gets protection since there's a Green Tamer on the field. Does get rid of that Burning Emperor Greymon, not Burning Greymon. Oh man. Goes into the Rapid. And now the Rapid is able to swing after it digivolves, but now here it gives all suspended Digimon -4,000. So -4, they got -9 because of the other Rapidmon. Clearing board, gaining 2 memory from the all turns of the Rapidmon. Swing with X, draw. Now it is 1 check. Oh, Gravity Crush. You hate to see Gravity Crush in the security. Double Typhoon gets played. All Red Hybrid needs to do is move up and swing with the Flame on. Oh, never mind. Starter deck Rapidmon does come out after, or it does digivolve after that Terriermon comes out. So now even if the Flamemon swings, it's going to get deleted before it even swings from the -4 of the Rapid X. So that's the main mechanic of the Rapidmon X-Antibody. It's just giving all your opponent's Digimon -DP as soon as they attack. and it just goes really well with that starter deck Rapidmon. Choosing to just build up, dropping Lopmon now on Rapidmon's turn, giving Alliance to Rapidmon X. Now ideally this Rapid could get popped. It does have Armor Purge, but you would want to swing with the Rapidmon starter deck to give -4 to further reduce it, to kind of just be on the safe side. But in this case, Rapidmon has no security and really needs to have its blockers or find a way to, you know, just not die. Digivolve to Gargomon for 2 from Lopmon. That is a black text in the new Gargomon. You can Digivolve from Terriermon or Lopmon for a Digivolution cost of 2. Atomic Inferno is played, and now we go into the Blitz Emperor Greymon for 4. So now if this guy gets blocked, we're getting 3 memory from the Atomic and 4 from the Emperor Greymon. However, we ace. Dang. Ace, and this is where, so the Mega Gargo should be at 13. The Emperor Greymon has on deletion effects. It doesn't have DP increase. Minus the, yeah, so it gets 3 from the Atomic Inferno. She's at 15. And then the Rapidmon X gives him -4 when it suspends when it attacks. Should drop it back down to 11. But I think there was a increase, and it does actually, I don't remember, but it clashes. I think it clashes into the Mega Gargo Ace here, which is what you're gonna see, and that's how Red Hybrid gets the memory. And even so, that Mega Gargo now suspended that Takuya, and they can't really hybrid for game anyway, even though they wouldn't be able to, because the X-Antibody did gain 2 memory for, you know, deleting a Digimon. And here, the memory should still be at 3. That Henry only gives you a memory if your opponent has a memory, so that is a misplay right there. Swing with that Rapid X, draw. See, it's a little hard not adding pictures to these videos, because then if you don't know what the inherits do, or you'll forget, you'll be like, oh yeah, sure. So yeah, kind of playing it off from memory right now, and from what I remember. So let's drop the Terriermon, gets the Ace back in hand after swinging. Going into that Rapidmon starter deck. So now we got a blocker. Reduce the cost. Oh, going into the Rapidmon. So now we know they picked up a Gargo Ace, but Digivolving into that Rapidmon now gives you protection from being deleted from effects, which prevents the Emperor Greymon to delete it, kind of guaranteeing you're able to ace, because it's not going to get deleted by effects, since Emperor Greymon deletes Digimon by effects. So therefore here, really the only choice for the Emperor Greymon to pop would be the Terriermon. I mean, Rapid X, you could pop it, but then you have Armor Purge anyway. You're really not going to get rid of a body. And then the Rapidmon level 5, as we just talked about, it's not going to get deleted because of its when Digivolving effect. So it does end up going for the Terriermon, and now it could swing, which at this point now they're like, you know, whatever, just swing, get this over with. It is at a very high DP cost, not DP, DP, right? Is at 12, 11, 13, 15, maybe at 17 or more. Hits that Mega Gargo Ace, lose 4 memory, but now it can't unsuspend. So if they were gonna hybrid, if they were gonna Omni for game, they can't, because it can't unsuspend until the next turn. So overall, good play, even though you lose a lot of memory. And now here, still Rapidmon has to. Rapidmon has been like hanging by a thread this whole time. So now, do swing into the Emperor Greymon. It is at 12 because of the inherit. Draw. Emperor Greymon is back at 11. The DP increases only during their turn. And now Emperor Greymon is allowed to play a Tamer from hands from Source or Trash, if I'm not mistaken. So now you either want to play the Takuya that gives you 3 memory, starts you off at 3, or the other one where you're able to just go into Emperor Greymon. But then the downside of that is if they leave you at 1 memory, now you kind of, you know, SOL. Now, security was trash due to the Rapidmon's inherit. When a Digimon is deleted by battle, you get to trash your opponent's. Oh my Jesus, here we go. So now here, the Rapidmon comes out, gets stage evolved, suspends that. So automatically right there, that Emperor Greymon should have been deleted. Because then you have -4 from the Rapid X and the Rapidmon when it digivolved. But, you know, I guess either way, this was overkill with the Rapid X-Antibody. And now, yeah, this is... The only thing that's saving is all turns when Digimon are suspended. But here, Hybrid just ends up giving up, has nothing left to do. GG's.